Now let's try using our iterator for a simple job. Suppose we have a list of MIT subjects represented as strings, like 6005, 803, 900. We want a method drop course 6 that will delete the course 6 subjects from the list, like this one, but leave the other subjects behind. Now, following good practices, we first write the spec. Notice that this spec has a clause in its contract that warns the client that its list argument will be mutated. Then, following test-first programming, we devise a testing strategy that partitions the input space, and then we choose test cases to cover that partition. And then finally, we implement it. And so we're using the iterator that we've just created to iterate over the array list of subjects that we've been given. And for each element, we check whether that element starts with 6 dot, and if it does, then we remove it from the underlying collection. Now we run our test cases, and notice we wrote them so that they ought to work, right? They are either leaving the list alone or they're removing exactly the subjects that start with 6, but we discover that this last test case, which is supposed to remove them all, fails. It leaves behind a subject that it should have removed. Why? Let's trace through what happens. It may help to use a snapshot diagram showing the myIterator object and the ArrayList object, and update that diagram while you work through this code.